You know, sometimes the official story of what happened and what people actually went through, they're just two completely different things. And we're about to see one of those moments up close, thanks to a CBS News camera crew back in 1970. We're going to follow one U.S. Army platoon on a single patrol and see for ourselves just how big the gap can be between what happens on the ground and what gets written down on a report. So this is the opening line from that original CBS report, and it is just perfect. Commuting to war. Think about that word, commuting, like it's a regular 9-to-5 job. This one phrase just drops us right into the surreal, day in, day out reality for these 21 soldiers as they head into the jungle. Okay, so picture the scene. We're in a jungle clearing, not far from Cambodia. The temperature is already pushing 100 degrees, and it's so humid, the air just feels thick and heavy, like it's smothering any chance of a breeze. The patrol is moving slow, really slow and deliberate. Because in a place like this, an entire enemy regiment could be hiding just feet away and you would never ever see them. And in all that suffocating heat, it is dead silent. But, this isn't a peaceful kind of quiet. It's tense, it's watchful. It's the kind of silence where, with nothing else to listen to, your own thoughts just start getting really, really loud. The shooting might be quiet for now, but the battle inside your head, that's going nonstop. So, who are these guys walking through this heat in this silence? Well, the camera crew didn't just film a bunch of anonymous soldiers, they focused on individuals. And that's what we're going to do. This isn't just a platoon, it's a group of people, and every single one of them has their own thoughts, their own fears. Let's meet them. So you've got Specialist Dwayne Bluer. His mind is a million miles away. He's picturing his fiancée back in Honolulu. He's also probably replaying what happened yesterday, when a general literally pinned a silver star on his chest for valor. So he's officially a hero, with his whole future ahead of him that he is desperate to get back to. Then there's the platoon's only medic, and his fear is constant, and it is incredibly specific. It's not just a general fear of dying, it's the fear of getting killed while trying to save someone else's life. It's a fear that's with him every single minute he's out there. Next up, we've got Sergeant Jorgensen. His nickname? It's Hero, and for good reason. I mean, the guy already has 3 Purple Hearts. He's the type of soldier who doesn't just accept danger, he kind of seeks it out. He actually prefers walking point, right at the very front, where all the action is. And the guy leading them all is Lieutenant Hewley. His call sign is blue. And he's what you might call a reluctant leader. He never wanted to be a soldier, not really. He wanted to be a businessman. But here and now, in this jungle, the lives of these 21 men are completely in his hands. Talk about pressure. Right now, the patrol just feels like a walk, a peaceful walk. But that threat, it's always there, and it's invisible. As those cameras are rolling, you have to remember, hundreds of enemy soldiers could be completely hidden just beyond the trees, just waiting for one unguarded moment to wipe this whole unit out. But today, nothing's happening. The patrol feels totally routine. They find a couple of empty enemy bunkers, they stop for a quick lunch, and then they start heading back down the trail to the pickup zone. The tension starts to drop a little. It really seems like it's just going to be another quiet, uneventful day. Just a peaceful walk in the sun. That's how the reporter describes it. The phrase just kind of hangs there in the air, so normal, so calm, and it's the very last moment of quiet before this entire jungle just erupts into chaos. And then, that one unguarded moment arrives. The peace is absolutely shattered. The walk is interrupted. The first thing you hear is a frantic shout for cover. In an instant, the patrol becomes a firefight. Instincts, training, it all takes over. The air just fills with the sound of automatic weapon fire. And right away, the calls turn to a rescue. Somebody's been hit. And listen to those words. Get him back here if you can. That's not a suggestion, it's a command, but it's a command that acknowledges the brutal reality of the situation. To save him, you've got to run right into the same line of fire that just took him down. So, in the total chaos of this firefight, a question starts to spread down the line of men who are all taking cover. Who is it? Who got hit? It's a question just filled with dread, right? As every soldier is hoping it's not one of their buddies. And then the awful realization just ripples down the line. It's Sergeant Jorgensen. Of all people, it's the guy they call Hero, the man who likes walking point, the one who already has 3 Purple Hearts, the soldier who seemed absolutely invincible. He's been hit. And what's just incredible is that the cameras actually capture Jorgensen himself describing what happened. His voice is amazingly steady while the medic is working on him. He says he saw an NVA soldier and describes it like something out of an old Western movie, a quick draw-old thing. They both open fire at the same time. The other soldier is down, and Jorgensen got hit in both legs. And now, professionalism just kicks into high gear. In the middle of all this chaos, the training takes over. Lieutenant Blue gets on the radio, they pop colored smoke to mark their position for the helicopter, the other guys set up a perimeter to guard against another attack, and they get ready to lift their sergeant out of there. The medevac chopper arrives, hovering right overhead. They start hoisting Hero up. 100 feet. That's it. That's the distance between the sweltering jungle and the inside of that helicopter. It's the distance between a firefight and a hospital bed. And for Sergeant Jorgensen, it's a one-way ticket out of the war. And just like that, it's over. The sound of the helicopter fades away, the gunfire stops, the jungle is quiet again. The platoon, Alpha 219, is now one man smaller as they carefully make their way back. But the story isn't over. This is where it gets really, really interesting. And here it is. This is the entire point. On one side, you have the reality that we just watched. The fear, the chaos, the smell of gunpowder, a man's pain, the frantic rescue. And on the other side, you have the official military communique. One American was wounded in an engagement with an unknown size enemy force. All of that humanity, all that terror, all that bravery, it's just sanitized and squeezed into this cold, sterile, official language. And this brings us to the final, absolutely perfect words from that original report. Words don't describe it, but you've seen how it really was. The official report, it uses words, but they just can't capture the truth. The camera, though, that showed us something else entirely. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other stories, how many other moments of pure terror and heroism are just hidden behind the flat, official language of history?